The underlying energy that we have here today is the Age of Wands. This speaks of messages, communication, things moving at a fast pace. This could also mean the arrows of love. So this is in regards to things moving really fast. This pretty much the energy here, and it does speak to the heart of the reading as well, since the Chariot does speak of speed, things moving rather fast. It's momentum and the balance of head and heart, and that seems to be your problem here today. Not being able to balance, and I have to seem to keep balance maybe, and keep things moving, or someone else that you're dealing with that's you're having a hard time, balancing them out, getting balancing, and getting some speed going. Or this could mean that you do have balance and you have momentum and things are going rather fast, or this could mean that you have received victory, receive some victory, and that's the heart of your reading, or the problem, because it's crossed by the Page of Pentacles. That means to me that this is a stable offer. Also, this is paying attention to details. So perhaps to keep everything balanced, you have to pay attention to the details, to tedious work. It's kind of boring in your relationship right now. Just working at it. Or this could mean that you receive victory due to a solid offer being offered to you, or you've offered that to someone else. Perhaps a stable offer of some sort is keeping you from victory, or you have to, pay attention to the details to get your victory. That's a couple things that it could mean here. What you're wanting is a rest, is a break. This is your crowning energy. Crowning energy is what you're dealing with, what you want, and what to do to get what you want. So you might need to take a break to get what you want. Then take some time to meditate. This could also mean that you're probably in a state of rest at the moment. You're dealing with some sort of break that you're taking right now, or you want to take a break. In the past year, you had the Ten of Cups. This is the ending of an emotional cycle, happily ever after card. This also speaks of family. So if you had visit family came over to you, or perhaps you had some an emotional cycle that has been finished, like a breakup, or perhaps getting together with someone, meeting a new friend, and starting to blossom that relationship, maybe something like that. This is what this card speaks of. Right now, though, you do have you do have Judgment in your present, which is renewal, things coming back, things starting over. Phoenix rising from the ashes. So you're in the process of something starting over again. Maybe this could be an ex coming back to you. This could be a similar situation happening to you that's very that's bringing up some issues that haven't been resolved yet, or giving you a chance to look at a situation from a different perspective now. That's a change card, but it's usually just like history repeats itself almost. And in your future, what you see as your future is the Eight of Cups. This is walking away from a situation, looking for that Ninth Cup so you can have your wish. So this is going off on your own, searching for what is missing. Let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers here, and let's see if we can get a more in-depth reading here. Okay, very interesting. To clarify the Chariot, you have the Seven of Cups and the Six of Swords. The Seven of Cups talks about making a decision, having options, picking a path that you would like to take. But it also talks about illusions and things being too good to be true, like having so many offers like this. Having so many offers like this kind of makes it unrealistic in a way. So perhaps you're trying to balance illusion and logic. And the Six of Swords, to me, it speaks of travel, distance. You could be this could be something that this could be speaking of emotional travel, something that like happening. I'm trying to think. This could be speaking of someone, traveling away, going a fair distance apart from you. This could be speaking of internal travel, seeking, spending time with yourself. It's a mournful kind of card. It's not exactly the best. It's not the happiest card, because these, you see, they're leaving in the middle of the night. Everyone's a little worried and they're just kind of trying to get away. This could be you or someone else that you're dealing with that's taking some time to look within themselves, heal within themselves, travel within themselves, to be, towards change. Or this could actually be physical movement of some sort. Let's go ahead and pull for the Page of Pentacles here. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. So this has something to do with financial abundance, independence, confidence. So maybe someone is offering you something. Someone that's single that is offering you love right now, and that's a victory. But it could be a long distance as well. Could be. I don't see the Three of Wands anywhere, so I mean, it's a probability since we have the Six of Swords there. Speaking of distance, but this could mean that maybe you felt more confident. You felt confident in the offer that you made, or this is a paying attention to every detail within yourself. Okay. All right. What is the Four of Swords? Let's see the Four of Swords. Whoa. The whole world came out on this. Let's try again. What is the Four of Swords and the crowning energy pertaining to? The World. The ending of a cycle. So this is taking a break, wanting to take a break from the cycle that you possibly went through previously. The Ten of Cups is in your past. So that means to me that you have already been through a cycle already. So it's a successful completion though. So it must have been a happily ever after. Excuse me. It must have been a happily ever after that you guys had, because the world represents successful completion. It's not a failure or anything. So and this, there's no such thing as failures. So whatever you see as a successful completion, a lesson learned, something gained, that's perfect. So perhaps you're wanting to take a break due to that. Don't take a break from that. Maybe you're dealing with having to take a break from the world. Well, anyway, any sort of cycle ending, a break is warranted. Alright, 2 cards for you guys in regards to the Ten of Cups in the past. And you have Temperance and the Four of Cups. That speaks to me. Moderation, all things, divine timing also, and looking for what's missing. So You found what was missing in that time frame. You went and looked for what was missing in your life, in your love life, and you retained balance within that, and that's how you possibly got your ten of cups. That's probably what it's pertaining to. Or there is divine intervention in regards to something that was missing in your love life, and you've gotten the Ten of Cups that way. What is judgment doing in the present? What is judgment pertaining to? Victory. So maybe you're receiving another victory. The Six of Swords speaks of recognition, a celebration of a victory, being happy and proud. Getting something that you achieved is an achievement. So perhaps this is again reaching something, or this is a process of where you're feeling victorious again, or you are victorious in this matter again. And what is the Eight of Cups in future? Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups in the future. Why do you have the Eight of Cups in the future? That could also mean the Six of Wands could also mean recognizing an issue. I think it could mean, because the Six of Wands is about recognition. It could be recognition of oneself, but this could be something that's involving you or someone else. Recognizing something within a partner, recognizing something that's within a partner, or something within yourself. The Queen of Cups is what you're going after. So this could be you looking to be more romantic, someone that's a more loving and nurturing, or this could mean that you're actually looking for someone that is loving and more nurturing. Now the cups are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, but it could also, so that you could be looking for someone like that, a water sign, or it could mean, that you're looking for a lover. You guys looking for someone to love. Now in your outcome here, you have the Tower. The Tower, to me, speaks of unexpected events happening, something happening unexpectedly, out of your control, and without any notice of it happening. I mean, you can always get an inkling or a feeling that something's about to go down, but the Tower is like, well, you don't exactly know what's going to go down. But this also speaks of you having to make a choice or a change that has to be made. Sorry that my henna looks really bad. It's peeling, and I'm trying to get it off, but it's not cooperating. But anyway, this could mean that there's a decision, or there's something that you have to do differently. Since the Judgment is coming up, there's something that you have to do differently, or the universe will intervene, and you may not like how the universe will intervene. So try to do this. Take this time. That's Judgment, obviously, the second chance, and try to make it different. Because try to do something that you should have done the last time you had the situation, because you don't want the universe to intervene. That's another meaning of this card as well. And to clarify this outcome, you have the Knight of Cups. So that is somebody that focused on what they want, someone that's very loving, someone that's offering of some love. Now this could be you waiting on an offer, or you doing it differently and someone offering you love. But I think this means you have to step up. You guys have to offer this love to someone. This is a lot of you in this reading. I don't really see it as someone else. I mean, the only person that comes up in this reading that doesn't seem to be you is the Queen of Cups. But I think that means you guys have to go off and go get what you want. Go get that person that you're interested in. Go ahead and speak your mind about how you feel about something. Express your love. Get out there, guys. Don't be nervous. Be yourselves. You know you guys are smart, charming. You guys are good at all of that, okay? Your brilliance is what makes you shine. Your beautiful way of communicating, your quick-wittedness. Let that guide you guys. Go ahead and pull a Romance Angel. Aha! And the card that is given to you guys today is Express Your Love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Get your woman, get your man. Do whatever you guys, do whatever you need to do. Romantic. Don't be ruthless and, don't take my advice so literally and do everything that you need to do, like find their home address or whatever. Don't do that. But definitely go in there. Get that person that you find so lovely. And if it doesn't work out, it don't work out. But at least you tried. No regrets, people. No regrets. Alright, and the card for you, the wisdom card for you today is Round and Round. How beautiful is that, man? The number is 25. Let's go ahead. And that's the number 7. The 7th house is the relationships. Ooh, what is going on here? Alright. Let's see. 25. Round and round. Essential meanings. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break. Revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. Judgment, guys. This is talking about judgment. This is advice on judgment. Okay, I'm going to read the oracle message for y'all. The oracle's message. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backwards, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down in your circumstances. This is speaking of the 6 of Wands. This is having victory. You guys are seeing things from a different perspective because you had victory. Possibly, or you have to look at it as a victorious way. You're going in with confidence, you're going in with stride. You got this. Okay, possibly you have to have that too. That's what I was speaking of as well. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. Break a cycle set up in the past. Okay, you actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. Relationship message. Are you wondering, how do I get here again? How did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamic with someone? Maybe a little too familiar. Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You've been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only differently this time, for you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. That speaks of the Tower, guys. It's also speaking of the Tower. So it's like a mixture of Judgment and Tower there. So you're in a similar situation, things coming back again, but you have to be careful because you have to make that decision that's different, so that way the universe doesn't intervene and shake things up, because we don't want that to happen. Summarize your reading. This is about messages. This is about communication. this is possibly about expressing your love, since you do have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. But that's crossing. That's crossing. What is it crossing? The Chariot. The problem circumstance right now is balance and victory in regards to options and traveling. So this is taking some time, and looking at the situation within yourself. That is why you have that momentum and speed. So you took the chance to reflect and be aware of these options. I see that as a victory as well. But it could just be balancing things within yourself, so that way you get momentum to make this offer, this confident offer, this offer of you guys being either single or in a relationship already. This is some sort of stable offer that you're going to be offering someone. And basically, it's about you, and it doesn't have to be financial abundance, but it definitely has to do with being confident in this offer. What you want is a break. Since since you went through a successful completion, you learned something last time. You want to take that break. I understand that. In the past, you had the 10 of Cups in relevance to balancing things out and going off on your own and figuring out what was missing in the situation, in yourself. You're looking for that extra cup. So possibly the relationship that you were in last time wasn't very fulfilling. You learned some stuff. You definitely learned something, but it wasn't anything like spectacular or something. So like you guys you figured out what you need and you're going after it now. You're having a similar situation. Possibly you're dating an ex now in regards to judgment. But this is a victory. So you probably have gotten back together with an ex, or you probably haven't, or you've gotten together with someone that's very similar to your ex, or someone that's similar to a situation in the past that you haven't really learned from, or you're having a time to reflect. But this speaks of difference, doing something different this time, because you have the Tower there. In the future, though, you have to go back and look. You feel like you have to leave and try to figure out what's missing. But I don't think, because what the future is what you guys see in your future, what you guys see as your future. Because we could pull cards to see what's in the future, but there's so many possibilities, so many different versions of the future, depending on what you decide to do. That is impossible for us to narrow down and to be sure if the future is actually concrete. So how you see the future is going back out and figuring out and being an eligible bachelor again. I don't honestly think that you should be doing that. Even though that's how you feel the future it looks like, I don't think you should be doing that. You need to be doing something different, because the Tower is going to intervene if you don't. The Tower is going to be like, hey, you didn't learn your lesson, obviously, so let us help you. You don't want that. Do what you feel like you need to do. That's different from last time. Offer that love. Express your love. Communicate that love. Go get what you want, but I don't think you should abandon the situation. I think you should try something different this time.